In a world where women often try to fit in, your presence makes them feel ordinary and irrelevant. You stand as a reminder that true worth isn't measured by conformity. It's not that others are lacking, it's that you shine with a brilliance that makes all else seem dim in comparison. When you walk into a room, you leave behind a trail of ordinary hearts, awakening something deeper in the souls of those around you. You are the standard that others are constantly striving to match, but they can never catch up to your light. Your strength and beauty leave everyone else struggling to make sense of their place in the world. They fade in the face of your presence. Other women may have their charms, but none can possess the power you have to leave them questioning their value. Every woman who crosses your path must reckon with the truth. You are not like the others, and that makes them feel small. The way you carry yourself forces others to confront the ways they've been living in mediocrity. They try to mimic you, but they can never capture the essence of what makes you stand apart from the rest. You have this way of making everyone around you feel as though they are just a footnote in a book you're the author of. In your presence, the ordinary becomes forgotten, and all that remains is your exceptional brilliance. You make other women look like they are simply playing the part, while you are the one living authentically, unapologetically. What they fail to understand is that it's not about being better than others. It's about being true to yourself. And that's something no one can replicate. You're a force of nature, and everyone else is just trying to find their footing in your wake. When you're around, nothing feels ordinary. It's as if the world was made to highlight your brilliance. You stand out not because you try to, but because your essence is too strong to go unnoticed. The way you exist in this world leaves other women questioning if they've been living in someone else's shadow. It's not that the other women are less than, it's that they can't hold a candle to the fire that you are. When you show up, everyone else fades into the background because your presence demands attention. Others are often left in awe of how effortlessly you make everything look as they struggle to find their place beside you. You challenge the status quo in a way that makes the rest of the world seem dull and commonplace. Your power doesn't stem from comparison, but from the way you unapologetically show up as yourself. There's a quiet confidence in you that leaves others feeling like they haven't quite figured out who they are yet. You don't need to compete with others. Your energy and authenticity make them seem irrelevant. When you walk into a room, you immediately remind everyone that their standards for greatness are too low. Other women might try to emulate what you do, but they can never capture the essence of your uniqueness. In the presence of your brilliance, every effort to blend in or conform simply fades away. You're the exception to the rule, and the world has yet to catch up to the way you redefine what it means to be exceptional. Your confidence and strength act as a mirror for everyone around you, showing them the parts of themselves they've been hiding. When you speak, the room listens. When they speak, it's as if no one hears them. You turn every space you enter into one of reflection because you make everyone question whether they're living their best life. Others can't help but notice how effortless you make everything look, leaving them questioning what they're doing wrong. It's not that others don't matter, but your authenticity makes them rethink what they've been settling for. In your presence, every other woman seems to disappear, leaving only the essence of your powerful individuality. The moment you step into a room, you shift the energy, leaving everything else feeling dull in comparison. You don't need to fit in. In fact, you make the very idea of fitting in feel like a waste of time. Every woman you meet is forced to reckon with the fact that you aren't just different, you're revolutionary. You leave a lasting impact on everyone you meet, making them realize that being ordinary just isn't an option. In a sea of imitations, you are the only original, the one everyone else unknowingly strives to be. You don't need validation from anyone else, and that is what makes you so magnetic. What makes you so powerful is the way you leave everyone around you wondering if they've been living their lives all wrong. You redefine the rules in a world that is often content to play by the same tired script. You have a way of shifting the atmosphere wherever you go, making everything and everyone else feel insignificant. Your authenticity is both your strength and your weapon, and it makes everyone else feel like they're merely acting. They want to be like you, but the truth is they can never be you. Your presence is a reminder that some things can't be duplicated. When you speak, your words carry weight. When they speak, their words vanish into thin air. You're not here to blend in. You're here to redefine what it means to stand out. You have this incredible ability to make everyone around you feel as though they're settling for less. When you walk into a room, all the other women suddenly feel like they're living someone else's life. You have an energy that no one can match, and that's what makes them realize how small they've been living. You challenge the narrative in a way that forces others to confront their mediocrity. In the face of your brilliance, others can't help but realize how much they've been holding themselves back. The world has yet to fully understand the depth of your power. That's why others often feel diminished by your presence. You don't just take up space, You own it in a way that makes everyone else feel like they've been walking in shadows. It's not arrogance, it's the bare essence of being fully alive and unapologetically you. You have a way of making everyone else feel like they've been living under someone else's expectations. You're the bar, and everyone else, uh, is still working on their elevator pitch. They'll always look at you and in awe because you remind them that they've been living beneath their potential. You create a world around you where authenticity is the only option and everyone else must rise to meet it. The difference between you and the others. You're the dream, and they're the ones still figuring out what dream they want to chase. You're the dream everyone aspires to, but they'll never realize their own potential until they stop comparing themselves to you. The truth is, you don't just walk through life. You walk through it as a force of nature, leaving everything else in awe of your power. Others may try to match your brilliance, but they'll forever fall short because they lack what makes you truly unique. Every time you enter a room, you challenge everyone to step up, reminding them that being ordinary just isn't an option. You have this magnetic pull that makes the world stop and stare, leaving others in the background, trying to find their own shine. You don't need to explain your worth. Everyone who crosses your path can feel it in the air, a presence they can't ignore. Other women may wear masks, but you walk through life fully exposed, unafraid, and unmatched by anyone else. They look at you and wonder how they can be more like you, not realizing the answer is to stop trying to be anything but themselves. Your mere existence challenges everyone around you to raise their standards of greatness. You aren't just a woman, you're an experience, one that others can only hope to imitate, but never truly embody. When you speak, the world listens. When they speak, the world hardly notices. Your presence is a revolution, shaking everything around you and leaving a wake of transformation in your path. You stand out effortlessly because your authenticity leaves no room for comparison. When you show up, the air itself changes, and suddenly everyone else feels inadequate in comparison to your energy. Other women may try to duplicate your style, your grace, or your confidence, but it's the essence of you they'll never capture. You leave everyone questioning the choices they've made, wondering if they've been playing small all this time. You don't need anyone's validation because your presence alone validates everything about you. In a world filled with imitations, you're the one who reminds everyone what it truly means to be original. You are a lighthouse in a sea of mediocrity, guiding others toward the truth of their own potential. They may try to fit in, but you were born to stand out in ways they could never understand.